and I just thought I would turn this on and capture the moment, just documenting what I've been doing. So I've been messing around a lot with Google's AI stuff, specifically in the video sector. So I've spent the last 48 hours, I think, no, 3 days. This is day three now. Just meticulously, I've spent, I think at this point, probably over $1,000 meticulously testing out different things. Okay. Um, and man, I mean, I've been able to come up with a lot of amazing stuff. You feel me?
Huff. Gasp.
That one didn't kind of make sense because that it seemed like they were this what it's instead of saying the dialogue, it said
Huff.
the effects like the
Huff.
ad libs, huff, puff, scat, and it also changed the character's hair. So that's something that I want to also specify probably on the this thing that I'm building for the character. Um, um, so I need to force character consistency, especially next scene. Where is it at? Especially when, where is it at? Especially when next scene. I have a button on that area and make it always on in case I forget. So characters stay the same until the end of the story, especially what they are wearing. In fact, I need to create that. Does the character session have an outfit? Gender, dominant, emotion, clothing. It does have a clothing and appearance. Okay, perfect. Okay. Key dialogue. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Add. Let me see. I was gonna say add a button. Add a button for if it's on or if it's not. Like if I want it to be sung, narrated, but it's better if it's typed. Shouting over noise. It's much better for it to be typed. I think that pretty much captured everything. Let me go back to showing you guys some of the samples here. So
Yeah. Who got shot?
there's another one I did.
Nah.
Another option I did.
Yeah. Who got shot? Nah, for real.
So basically, I'm gonna when I'm done building this, I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, so you can see I have a whole like it's crazy, man. I spent hours trying to perfect this and different accounts. Spent a lot of money just trying to make sure, trying to get it as close to perfection as possible, so that every scene I generate is pretty beautiful. For example, like this, like these, for this is something I generated.
Damn.
But I was not even trying, you know what I'm saying? And then again, I got some errors trying to generate this type of like a action sequence scene. The thing is, I was trying to force a lot of things to happen.
Who got shot?
It almost seems like they have it almost seems like it had some kind of what do you call it? Some kind of like it's almost like the like an effect, like a X-Men effect or something.
Nah, for real. Who got shot? Nah, for real.
I like this a lot just because like I was able to capture because it's hit or miss when you're trying to capture like up to 3 to 4 different angles. I notice it's very difficult to get up to 4 angles in 8 seconds. But if you're lucky and you prompt right, it's definitely possible to get up to 4, right? But this one, I think this was about 3. This
Yeah. Who got
one,
shot?
2,
Nah, for real.
3, 4. In fact, that was more than 4. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Like
Nah, for real.
1, 2, 3. That was like 5 clips, bruh.
Yeah. Who got shot?
And that was actually dope because like this scene is not bad because again the prompt, maybe I'll give you guys the prompt for this one. You can kind of steal my blueprint in there if you want. It's very detailed, and most people are gonna tell you don't make it that detailed, but hey, I like to be organized, so mine is very detailed. Again, just follow me, follow me on here, and when I'm done building and I've tested my prompter, I call it the VE03 Scene Builder, right? Once I'm done with it, I will release it. I'll find a good price, you know what I'm saying, and I'll market it, and then you guys can use it to create all kinds of stuff. And then the first like 30 people to get it, you guys will get a lifetime update. So any update that I make or whatever the case may be, I will give it to you guys and we'll go from there. So like I said, this has been, I'm telling you that this many hours. I'm talking, I've spent over 20 plus hours perfecting this thing even before I even had the idea to build the app. Okay, I wasn't even thinking about building the app. I was so busy trying to perfect my blueprint, right? My blueprint, I was my template, right? I was so it's meticulously. I'm talking down to the way that the effects are named, down to the I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like my brain is filled with so many like atoms of information, but yeah, so I was able to kind of do all of that. I'm not gonna go through all of this stuff here. You can kind of just it's a lot to go through, but it's literally like I said, it's so detailed, like down to the camera. Like for example, take the scene, take this section for example, right? You have I like to have again I like to have up to 4 different shots just to give options. Sometimes you don't get all 4, right? But if you're lucky, you know what I'm saying. But it just adds variety and it just adds action to the scene. Now, if I can get 4, then obviously I can take away or I can specify in a prompt overhead that like you can have a master blueprint, but then you can also have a section where you can tell it what to avoid, what to neglect, what to you can have modifiers and triggers and things like that. You can set all these things up to trigger certain effects, especially if you're trying to use it for music videos and stuff like that. Especially if you're trying to use it to create some of the things that I've been able to create. If you go to my channel, yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long. So I'm just gonna end it right there. But yeah, so there's a lot you can do. For example, use transition effects. Yes, you can put that to no. You're not gonna get any transitions because sometimes there's a lot. Again, I've rendered so many things, and I basically spent for the first day. I basically spent the first day just doing all kinds of rendering, right, and then documenting all the problems that I was going through, and then basically one thing led to another. The next day, I dived deep. I dived more deeper. I started talking about a music video with another client of mine um and then when they pretty much said when they said that they were trying to shoot some stuff, I just started going through a list of their stuff, not knowing that I was about to sit and figure out how to edit stuff. Like I basically grabbed screenshots from their old video just to give them a proof of concept because I haven't edited in a while, right? But I didn't obviously lose my skills. So after I did like a little teaser for my own video, if you want to, I'll link it here somewhere. You can go watch it. After that, I pretty much just went in after I saw what I could do with mine. I was like, dude, this is crazy. The possibilities are endless. So, and it's crazy because what actually prompted me to get to that point, somebody had sent me a text message and I was like, and I took that and I wanted to turn it into a story. That was what got me into the rabbit hole of like, I already knew I was gonna check out this VO3, but I didn't know I was gonna be so hooked once I got to it. Man, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk too long in this video, but yeah, without further ado, I'm out. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Peace out.